everyone, Dr. Spinach here. Today, let's talk about how to be productive in your studies. So, what I've learned from my past experiences from FMGE and PLAB examinations, which are the examinations for licensing exams in India and UK respectively, is that in order to be productive, the most important thing is to have a routine. And that routine should be solidified. Now, what do I mean by solidified routine? Let's take an example of me in the university right now. University has lots of events and parties going on. What happens with that is I studied for 3 days, and on the 4th day or night, I'm going out on an event. And and then I come back home late and I sleep late and I wake up late, which actually messes with my routine. Now, from my experience, your brain has not solidified that 3-day routine. That means on the 4th day when you wake up, your brain tends to wonder, how should I start to study? Now, let's take another example where you have had a routine for 7 to 10 days where you were constantly, studying at the same time, waking up at the same time, and using the same place to study, okay? You know where you are comfortable. Your brain knows where you are comfortable to study. Your brain knows what time you wake up and what time you're the most productive. So in that case, now when you go out, because breaks are important during your studies or work or anything. Now, let's say you take a break for a day or a night. You go out after 10 days, you break your routine, but when you come back, maybe you'll spoil another day because you wake up late. But your brain now knows that, okay, it's already 4 p.m. now, but I know after 4 p.m. I make tea, for example, and after that I go to the library to study or go to a cafe to study. So because your brain has already solidified that routine because you were practicing it for a long time, then 3 or 4 days, you are able to cope up even with the breaks that you have taken in the middle. So what I am trying to say here is, in order to have productivity in your studies, you need to have a routine. You should know what time you are most productive and what time is it that let's say what place you like to go to study. So if you keep on changing the places, it's okay if you are a cafe lover to study like me, or any place outside your room, let's say library, but you should know that this is the time I'm gonna go out and this is the time I'm gonna go anywhere out and study. So yeah, so if you maintain the routine, it helps you to be productive. Now, how I realized this? I realized this after coming back to the university, because of the university. I wouldn't really blame university for that. It was, of course, my fault as well. So I would actually mess up with my routine, and I would not study and study for a long stretch of time, which I actually did for FMGE or PLAB preparation. So that kind of made me reflect on why I was so productive during FMGE preparation and why am I not so productive when I'm actually working on my dissertation. And in a stretch of time when I was working on my dissertation for 7 days straight, I got to know that I love to study in this place. Not this place, of course, but I like to study wherever, for example in my room, and I love to study studying on my bed with pillow on my back and sitting there. That's the most comfortable position for me. So I kind of repeated that, and that made me a bit more productive as compared to the other days of my university life. So remember, routine is important. Do not break your routine. Break your routine in a while, but make it fast before you break it. Okay, bye. Take care and subscribe to my channel. Okay.